Master Rejan gave me a box of pastry, and it was nicely packaged and it made such a nice gift, and I very much appreciate it. Thank you, Annie. Thanks for reminding me about this pastry. Today I'm going to share the recipe with you guys, and thank you, Annie, for reminding me about this. It's called Josephina. Josephina is made with very simple ingredients, but yet it's very, very delicious, and it makes a perfect gift for holidays. Today I'm going to use my mom's recipe, and we are going to make Josephina. Earlier I also made some orange peels. This makes a perfect holiday gift too. I shaped it with like leaves and also flowers. I have the recipe for you guys for this one too. I made this last year for you, if you remember. If you don't, I will put the link down below for you to follow. So I have the recipe for this from last year. I didn't take any videos this year for this because it will be the repetition of the same thing. I made Josephina last year, but I used the Josephina dough and I made a pie with that. We made Josephina dough, but we made a pie with it. So this is a versatile dough, and you can make different kind of cookies with it, and different kind of, you can shape it differently, and you can get different pastry out of it. That's why I love this pastry. It's called Josephina. I don't know where the name came from, but my mom made this for many years, and this is my nephew Sean's favorite. He gives a special request to my mom, and he always asks my mom to make this for him. So this is for you too, Sean, and we are going to make this for you. So we'll share this with you. Anyway, for this recipe, all we need is 2 eggs. We need flour, all-purpose flour, 1 cup of oil. This has to be a vegetable oil because we don't want any of the unscented oil, vegetable oil. Baking powder, vanilla, and also apricot jam. That's all we need, and some butter. 1 stick of butter, actually 1 stick of butter, 1 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, 1 cup of oil, and all-purpose flour, and some vanilla. That's all we need. Let's make it together so you can see how we make this delicious recipe. To start with, I'm going to move this away. Let me have one of this. So delicious. You have to make this. So good. I want to remind you that everything, all the ingredients has to be room temperature. My butter was melting since this morning. I have a room temperature butter. Today I'm going to add 1 cup of sugar. I'm going to go easy on the sugar because the jam is sweet already. So I added about 3/4 of a cup. So I kind of cheated on the recipe. Instead of 1 cup, I'm using a little less than a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup. So this goes onto the mixer, and we are going to mix the two together. Add the oil gradually. I'm adding the oil gradually. Now I'm going to add vanilla. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And also 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Now I'm adding the flour a cup at a time. And put it on a slow speed and try to incorporate the flour with the wet ingredients. I have sifted the flour already, so this is a sifted flour. I'm going to add more flour. I'm adding the second cup. And continuing on a slow speed. And this is my third cup. I'm going to add the fourth cup too. That was my fourth cup. My dough is ready. I only used 4 cups of flour. We don't need to add any more flour. It's this kind of a consistency, like a cookie dough. Going to separate about this much, 1/3 of the dough, so we can sift it on top, so we can grate it on top of the pastry. So we have separated 1/3. So this is about 1/3. I have separated 1/3 of the dough. I have it here, and the other 2/3 I have spread it into my cookie sheet. And on top, I have also spreaded one jar of apricot jam. This is 16 ounces, which is 1 pound 2 ounces, or 510 grams. So we need 510 grams or 18 ounces of apricot jam. So it's enough to cover the surface of the cookie dough. So first we have to spread the cookie dough. Then we are going to spread the jam on top of the dough. We have to make sure that it's evenly distributed. I did my best. It's not easy. It takes some time to do this. And this is what it will look like. Now on top of this, we are going to add this dough. The dough that we had separated, I'm going to add a little more. Let me see if we need to add more. Actually, we don't need to add more flour to this. You know what? I will add a little more flour to this. You want it to be a little bit stiffer. Maybe a handful. Not even a handful. I just want it to be more stiffer. More manageable. Yeah, this is more manageable. The other one was a little bit softer. What we have to do, we need a grater, and we are going to grate this on top. Try to be as even as possible. The edges is a little difficult to distribute evenly. Then I will use my hands just to distribute it. think you got the idea. I did not grate the entire dough. I had some left over. Now I'm shaping it like a cookie. So I'm making some cookies with the leftover dough. I'm using these molds which I got from World Market to shape my cookies. I have finished grating the top of the Josephina. This is what it will look like. And this is ready, and it will go into 350-degree preheated oven. So we are sending this into the oven, and I'll see you once it's cooked. We are going to cook this until it changes the color into light pink color. Once we get the desired color, then it's done. Then I'll show you how to cut it and how to serve it. My Josephina is ready and it's completely cooled down. Sorry, it was late at night and I did not tape the cutting portion of it. But what I did, I cut the edges and I'm going to save it and I will use it with my parfait. Then I cut 2x2 portions, 2-inch by 2-inch portions. And now I'm going to put it in a box and give it away. I cut parchment paper to the size of my box and I'm lining my box with the parchment paper, and I use 2 rows. Now I'm covering it with the parchment paper so it won't bleed, the oils doesn't bleed to the box. And I'm going to wrap it. And I made this one earlier and I'm going to box it and wrap it too. So these 2 together will make a nice gift. Actually 3 together. I boxed the Josephina, I'm boxing the savory cookies. Now I am going also to put the orange peels in a beautiful small box in this one. I'm lining it with the parchment paper too. I cut the parchment paper to the size. And now I'm going to fill it with the orange peels. Like I said earlier, I'm going to put the links down below for the orange peel, also for the savory cookies. All the recipes will be down below for you to follow. There will be a link to the videos. I made the videos of the savory cookies and also orange peel last year. And I will put the description and the link down below for you to follow. I got my boxes from arts and crafts stores. You can find this maybe in Dollar Trees or Dollar King, but I got mine last year and I bought it from different stores. I got mine from the party store or the craft store, and I had it since last year, so it became handy this year. Whenever I see something I like, I just grab it and use it whenever the time comes. And those small leaf-shaped cookies that you see in the plate, I made it from the leftover dough and it became completely a different cookie. So Josephina cookie dough is very versatile, like you can see, and you can shape it differently and you can come up with your own cookies. Like I mentioned before, I made a pie with the same exact dough, Josephina dough. I made a pie last year and I called it an all-American traditional pie. So you can make different things with this dough. So I'm going to put the link down below for you to see how I made my all traditional American pie last year. I'm also embellishing my boxes with this notes. It's a nice sticker that I got from Dollar King last year. I think they should still have it this year too. It says Mom's Recipes. Actually, this was my mom's recipe. And the other one says Made with Love. Like you can see here, it says Made with Love. And I have another stickers too. And this other one that I'm going to use on this one, it says Made in the Kitchen. So those are small touches. It says in the kitchen. So those are small touches that makes your presentation a lot more beautiful and a lot more professional looking. I hope I inspired you to cook these holiday recipes and gift it to your loved ones. If you liked my recipes, if you enjoyed watching my videos, please subscribe to my channel, also share it with your friends, and your comments helps me to improve my channel. Please comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching Margaret LALIK'S Kitchen today. Thanks for spending your valuable time with me in my kitchen. Wishing you all safe and happy holidays. Have a wonderful day, wonderful week, and wonderful life. Bye-bye.